When you first start as a medical interpreter, it can feel very challenging and overwhelming. Hi, I'm Jeanette. Welcome to Interpreting Simplified. Bienvenidos a mi canal. When you first start as a medical interpreter, it can feel very challenging and overwhelming in different ways. For me, the first couple of weeks that I was doing medical interpreting were very overwhelming emotionally and mentally. I think it was during the first 2 weeks that I wanted to quit. I would go home every day with knots on my shoulders and an overwhelming sense of emotions. And I remember I used to call my sister on my way home from work and just vent. And one time I told my sister, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna quit. I get emotional thinking about it. I'm just gonna quit because this is too much. I was working in a hospital, it wasn't even a hospital, it was a clinic, but it's still a medical setting. And so I saw a lot of sickness, and I was interpreting for a lot of difficult situations, and it just felt like a lot. And so when I told my sister, I was like, I can't do this. I think this isn't for me. I'm just gonna quit. My sister reminded me that this was part of God's plan, and that I should just pray about it and ask God what He wanted me to learn from this, or if this is something that I should continue and why. And so I decided to take my sister's advice, and I just started to kind of take a different approach. And with a lot of prayer, in my case, I realized that there were things that I was supposed to learn, and that there were families that I was supposed to come in contact with, and that I was supposed to have communication with, and that even though this was hard for me, I was actually making a difference, and I was helping not just the families, but the providers as well. And so I took a deep breath. I decided I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to learn more and trust myself and trust the knowledge that I had at that time. And I stuck it out, and it was hard because I didn't have anybody guiding me. I didn't have anybody giving me tips. I was the only interpreter there, and I was kind of left to my own knowledge, and just I didn't have like a community or support from other interpreters. So I think that also made a difference, that I didn't know too much about it, and I didn't have that many I didn't have any colleagues actually to help me during that process. But I, for sure, like I've said before, I knew this was part of God's plan, because I was able to get through that initial difficult season. And so now I've been doing this for 9 years. So yes, it gets better. It feels like a lot. It can feel like a lot, and sometimes it is, but it definitely gets better, and it's worth it. And as always, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Don't forget to subscribe, and also share this video with your friends or anybody who's looking into becoming a medical interpreter. We also have a very helpful checklist that will help you through the certification process. If you're interested, check out the link below. See you soon.